Maria.
My name is Fabrice.
And we are happy to welcome you to our Discovery English School video channel. Today we'll talk about Commonwealth of Nations. Many people know what, or at least heard the notion of it, but quite few know what really it is, what countries are included, and what the benefits of being there are. So today we'll try to talk about this topic and tell you some things about that. So first I wanted to ask Fabrice a few questions to help us with this topic. So the first thing is, what is actually Commonwealth of Nations?
Well, the Commonwealth of Nations is a group of 53 independent states, almost all of which were decolonized from the British Empire over the last maybe 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
These states include Canada, Australia, New Zealand, India, Kenya, a lot of Caribbean countries like Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. What about some countries from Africa? Are they in?
Yeah, like Kenya and South Africa as well.
Have you ever been to those countries, to at least any of them?
I've been to Australia, New Zealand and South Africa.
And from your experience, does it feel a little bit like being at home in Britain?
Well, honestly, not really for those countries, because there's obviously the climate.
Right.
But Australia and New Zealand are quite, well, you know, it's all English. They drive on the left.
What are some other similarities that you could spot, apart from the same way they drive, well, obviously the same language they speak?
Well, many of them, because their governments were based upon constitutions. They have the same sort of legal
procedures.
Yeah, procedures. Yeah, the structure, legal structure. Yeah.
Okay. What are the benefits of being a part of Commonwealth of Nations? What are the advantages of staying there?
It's beneficial, I know, for smaller states, because unlike in the United Nations, it's quite a lot smaller, and this group, and so there's more of a chance for the voice of a nation to be heard. And for smaller nations, it gives them a chance to enter into diplomatic circles that they wouldn't otherwise be part of.
And
so
maybe to kind of voice their wishes or desires, so that bigger representatives of this structure would communicate further to the United Nations, right?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Okay. Well, and what are some other functions of Commonwealth of Nations?
Functions, well, the common goal is to pursue peace and cooperation between these countries, these member states.
And talking about the membership, were there any examples in the history of Commonwealth of Nations that there were some countries that withdrew or somehow were expelled from the structure?
Well, actually, the Commonwealth itself has no right to expel nations. However, a country can withdraw if they want to. So there are three examples of that, being Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, that is, Zimbabwe and the Gambia.
Can you think of some reasons why it could happen?
Zimbabwe, in the case of Zimbabwe, they were suspended for breach of human rights in 2002 by Robert Mugabe during the elections. And in 2003 they just formally withdrew. yeah.
Yeah, talking about the Republic of Ireland, any ideas of why could have they done it?
Whenever I've done it, I suppose the Irish have always wanted to be quite independent from the UK, and other than that, I'm not sure.
Okay, right. Okay.
Well, I can also say that one thing that all of these countries share is a monarchy. The Queen of England is also the Queen of Canada, the Queen of Australia, the Queen of New Zealand. So,
but do they have their own presidents?
yeah, yeah, they've got their own parliaments, and yeah, it's just the
Prime Minister.
prime ministers, perhaps. Yeah, but they have a sovereign queen.
Right. Talking about the benefits that the United Kingdom may enjoy from having a Commonwealth of Nations or from starting it, do you think there are any, or there are no benefits or advantages for Britain at all?
For Britain, well, I mean, it gives the countries a sort of basis on which to start agreements and, for example, visa policies. Maybe not for Britain, but definitely for countries such as India, which could very much use this to their advantage.
Right. So Britain gets some kind of allies around the world.
You could put it like that, yeah.
To some extent. Okay. Well, anything else we could mention in connection with Commonwealth of Nations?
There are the Commonwealth Games. I'm not sure how often they occur. Maybe once every 4 years, or maybe once every year.
Similar to Olympics.
It's the Olympics, but for Commonwealth nations.
Right.
Yeah. And it's all meant to be in the spirit of the Commonwealth of pursuing peace and unity. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Have you ever watched them?
I watched them 1 year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they're not so popular like the Olympics.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard about that before. So that's interesting. Thank you very much for sharing the information with us. So,
No problem.
and see you some other time.
See you.
Bye.